Hi, I'm Tiffany of Tip Stitch and welcome back to my channel. Whenever I have this clipboard, it means that we are talking about new patterns. And in this video, we are talking about McCall's release for fall 2023. Now, I've already done a video for Know Me 2023 fall patterns, and you can either get to that by the description or somewhere on the screen. And I want you to see that one because that is my favorite drop of the season. But there's some good ones in this McCall drop as well, so let's take a look at those. Now in this drop, McCalls has done quite a few retro patterns. Not sure why that is. I'm not really a retro pattern kind of sewist, but I did have some thoughts on a few of these, so I'm going to go ahead and include them because I didn't want to skip over them. Let's do what I always do, start at the lowest number, work our way to the highest, and here we go. McCall's 8429 is a vintage pattern. It is from the 70s, which if I'm going to do a vintage pattern, it's probably going to be from the 70s. Maybe from the 50s. Those are probably going to be my favorite decades. And this one falls into that line. I don't think that this looks very fall. I mean, to you, it's a halter top. But, I mean, I guess, depending on your climate, you could always throw a jacket over it. I like that it gives you sort of like this corseted look, although it doesn't look like it requires any boning or anything like that. I like the button front. I like the halter neck. I also like the skirt that goes along with it. The midi length is giving me fall. I even like the ruffle. I probably wouldn't sew it myself, but it's cute on the model, which is something that I do like about this vintage pattern. They put it on a model. So often they just take the original art from the original pattern and just re-release it without giving us an idea of what it looks like on a real body. And I like that they put a real person in this two-piece set. So I definitely think I'm going to grab this pattern, but I don't know that I'm going to sew it this year. It might be something that I sew for next spring instead, because it looks more like a spring pattern to me. I'm just saying. Now, McCall's 8430, I don't care for. I mean, it's just an old school gown. Sort of reminds me of that video floating around on TikTok, like this is the gown that got your grandmama's bills paid. Like, meh, I could find cuter gowns, so that's a no for me. Another 70s throwback is McCall's 8431. Now this one I'm sort of on the fence about. Like, I don't think I need it, but it is sort of cute. It is giving me Dallas Cowboy in the top, like the tie top, you know what I'm talking about? It's giving me Dallas Cowboy vibes. Like, I don't know, I think like if you put it in blue and white, you could wear it as like a Cowboys cheerleader outfit, but maybe that's just me. But I do like it. I mean, I like a tie front, little cute top. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the top. I would actually wear it. And the skirt, I can't decide if I like or don't like either. It has a very interesting detail that you could do with the color blocking, or you could do solid, which I think is cute. I guess? I don't know. That one's iffy for me. I don't think I'm going to grab it, but if someone makes it and it looks real cute, I might. Now, the next two are 90s patterns. We're talking about 8432 and 8433. And I just, for the life of me, want to know why we're recreating 90s styles. Like, as someone who lived through the 90s, this is a decade I feel like we can skip. At least this part of it. This, like, stirrup, pleated mom pants, and oversized jacket. Now, there's someone out there, I know they exist, who's going to make this and it's going to be real cute. I just can't envision it, and it won't be me. Now, we're out of the retro patterns. We've moved on to like modern patterns, I suppose. And we have 8434 and 8435. Now, these are the like regular and plus size category patterns. And I love that they do that. It's more size inclusive. And these are cute. It gives me sort of like a Chanel suit look, but put together in one dress and also in a knit. I actually have a fabric that I think will look really great for this, that I actually was supposed to sew last fall as a cardigan, but I think now is going to have to be repurposed for this. I of course love the black and white look because y'all know how I feel about black and white. Very classic. I can see it in black and navy. I also can see it in the 8435 look, which is more like a tweed look. That gives me very Chanel vibes as well. I think both of those are very cute, and I'm probably going to grab that pattern, even though Lord knows I have enough dress patterns. Sorry. Brandy Jones has done it again with 8436. Now this is a cute dress that's actually really simple. It just has a cute little tie sash in the front, And I think that this would make a great holiday dress, whether it be an office dress or like an office party, Christmas party, or something like that. I think it would be very cute. The only issue that I have with this is that the shoulder here is very narrow. Like, it's a very wide square neckline. I love the square. I just don't know how I feel about how narrow this is. I think it would be very hard to cover bra lines. I mean, I guess you could wear a demi bra that typically has more offset shoulder straps. What I think I would do, it should be an easy fix, is I would just widen that portion of the pattern. I would still keep the square neck, but I would bring it in. That's just me and a personal preference. But yeah, I think it's super cute. I like that you have two lengths, and I like the square neck, and I like the little swoosh, the little like sash. I think it's very cute. She also has another pattern in this drop, 8437, which is overalls. Now the overalls I'm honestly conflicted on. Not anything with the selling of the overalls. The overalls are super cute. If I wanted an overall pattern, I would get it. The problem is I have a couple of overall patterns. 3 or 4 to be exact. I know I have the McCalls, I have a Berta, I have a Simplicity knit overall pattern, and maybe one more. My point is I have several. I've made one set of overalls. One. So I'm not really sure that I need another overall pattern. I've also always eyed the Closet Core, I think it's Jenny overalls as well. Oh no, I do have another McCalls one. That's not my point. My point is I don't know if I need another one, but I like the look of this one. And what I like is that it's sort of fitted, but sort of boyfriend. And I also like the back. I like the way it curves in. It's not like just a straight back. One of the McCalls just has straps that crisscross in the back. This actually has a bib. I don't know if that's what it's called in the back, but there's actually a back panel that has a little feminine curve to it. And I like that, but it still has a very wide boxy bib on the front. I don't know. We'll see how the spirit moves me when I get to Joann. Because I like it, but I don't know that I need it. That's the truth with most patterns, honestly, but anyway. Now, next up we have another pair, 8438 and 8439. This is a cute dress coat pattern. And I say dress coat because it feels a little elevated to me. It feels a little chic. It feels a little like New York City streets. I mean, it's not that phenomenal because it's very simple in its structure, but I like the look of it. I'm not a person who gets vest at all, but even I like View C, the sleeveless version. I think it's cute. Again, don't think it's practical. Don't know where the heck that you wear it, but it's cute. Okay, I could even, actually I probably wouldn't make it, but it's cute. And it's just a line drawing, so I'm sure it's super cute on a person. My point is, again, this is another one that they offer in the full size range, so I appreciate that. And I just think it's a nice coat. I don't love it open as much as I love it closed with that like high neckline. It reminds me of my favorite cardigan pattern, McCall's 7262, but in a structured, you know, stable woven fabric versus that is a knit pattern. Anyway, I just like that high button. It's a very, I don't know, I like that neckline, and so I'm definitely going to be getting this coat as well. Will I get around to making it? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Now, we're already to the last two. This wasn't a really big drop. Actually, it sort of was. I just cut out like the kids and the men's patterns that I don't care about. But we have McCall's 8440. Now, this is a unisex jacket. And I'm just not wowed by this, although I feel like maybe I should be. You know I love a color block, right? So I like that this has this color block option in like view B. Well, in all the views really. So I'm not sure why I'm not more excited about this. I think because it's still giving me like the 90s windbreaker vibe that I don't know that we need to revisit. I don't know. But I could see it being cute. It's just not a pattern that I would buy. And lastly, is McCall's 8441. Now, despite what I just said about the 90s, this is giving me 90s tracksuit vibes. You know, like a little baby fat, like a little rocker wear, you know, like a little pink on the booty, like a little juicy. That's what it's giving me. And admittedly, I miss those sweatsuit sets. I know, I spent the whole first part of this video bashing the 90s fashion, like why we want to bring back parachutes and mom jeans and but a tracksuit, I'm okay with bringing that back. There are exceptions. Okay, so this is a men's pattern, but the sew along for this, Neff just dropped her teaser, is by the Corny Rainbow. And the fabric that she used, baby, makes it stand out. If I wasn't already planning on getting this pattern, Neff's version would have pushed me over the edge, but I was getting it anyway. Now, I love a good color block, and the way that this has like a middle seam for the side of the pants and the side of the sleeves lets me know that this would be a really fun pattern to color block. The jacket seems a little long to me on the model anyway, so I will be looking at the measurements closely to decide if I need to crop that any. But either way, I love this. I think it would be a really cute tracksuit. Y'all know I don't big up Joann's, but they do have the new Juicy line of sweatshirt fleeces and velour and whatnot. So if you want to go full 90s girl, you can go get some of that fabric. I think it would be great. I think a sports knit would be great. I think a velvet, like there's a lot of options here. I can see this being really cute, and I definitely plan on making this one because this fall is all about being comfortable and cozy for me with a few really chic pieces thrown in. So anyway, those are my thoughts on this McCalls Fall 2023 drop. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know which ones you're passing on, which ones you're definitely getting. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you've started your fall sewing. Yeah, and we'll chat there. Thank you for watching. Bye.